Hi guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, I think we're pretty much officially done with cucumbers for the season. But that's okay because the tomatoes and okra are really doing good right now. Got these black strawberries here. Of course, this whole trellis is all cherry tomatoes. I've been picking a lot of those. The sun marzanos are doing really well over there, and looks like I'm finally gonna get to pick a couple of my beefsteaks today, which I'm excited about. Looking forward to having a sandwich. The okra is also doing really well. Some of these are overgrown because I haven't been over here in a few days, but the okra's doing great. It loves heat and gross summer weather. It's really starting to thrive. My peppers aren't doing a lot, and that's my fault because the tomatoes have just kind of overgrown them, but we're getting a few here and there. Really just enough to snack on mostly. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and pick whatever tomatoes and okra I can, and I don't know if I'll get to anything else today or not. Probably try to get some herbs, some basil and oregano, and any of these peppers I find while I'm at it. Probably not going to dig any potatoes today. I don't know if I will attempt green beans. I'm going to say probably not, but we'll just see how long it takes me to get through the tomatoes, and we'll go from there. None of them are ready to pick yet, but look at these black beauties. Well, they're either black beauties or Cherokee purple. I'm pretty sure they're the black beauties because they're very, very black. Lovely. Oh, that one. We'll get rid of that one, but heat's starting to get to them a little bit. We really could use a good rain. So maybe sometime in the next week we'll get one. Be nice. Most of the dark, black or purple tomatoes actually aren't ripe until they start to turn this pale pink color. Some people pick them when they're still dark like this and think they don't taste very good, and that's because they're not ripe yet. They are beautiful when they're like this, but they aren't really ready to eat until they start to get that color. Those are yellow pear. I don't even know where those came from, honestly. I saved the seeds A couple of those plants came up volunteer in my chicken yard last year. No idea where they came from. They must have been, you know, in something that I bought, I guess, a cherry tomato mix or something, but I don't remember that. And anyway, they came up in there and I saved some seeds from it and planted them this year too. So, free tomatoes. Just walked over to check out the gourds and the squash and stuff. Look at this poor maple branch here. They have just pulled it all the way over, and I thought it was the swan gourd doing that, like I showed in the last video, which is up in that tree, but it's actually 2 Corsicans doing it, so they're getting pretty big. And I also just noticed that I do have some loofahs. I wasn't sure if they ever came up or not because I lost track of which seeds were what, which plants were what, but there's one. And there's one that I see. Hopefully there's more, but we'll see. If nothing else, at least I'll get some more seeds so I can try again next year because I didn't have a lot of seed to work with this time. So anyway, yeah. Grab these couple spaghetti squash before they get lost because clearly the vines are dead, so they're ready whenever. Another one right here. Let's look and see if there's any more. Ragweed is killing me. I keep having to wipe pollen off the camera and myself. Anyway, pretty good harvest. This is a half bushel basket and it's about half full, so that's like 2 gallons or a peck of some marzanos. Most of them are in really good condition too. We've got a few with holes or whatever, but most of them are actually really good today, so that's awesome. About a gallon of just regular, I think this is a Cherokee purple. These are the Dead Sunset, which is a yellow beefsteak, and then I got some of the regular red beefsteaks in the bottom there. Got like 2/3 of a gallon of cherry tomatoes, and I could have gotten more. There's a whole row of these little bitty ones, so there's a ton of them, but they just take forever to pick because they're so small, and I really don't need any more, so just gonna leave it at that for today. Oh, there's one more. Picked and I forgot to set in that basket. Got a handful of basil and oregano. And I don't know, what's that, like a quart or 2 of okra. And some of these are overgrown, but I just went ahead and I'm gonna take them all home anyway because these Star of Davids, they can surprise you because they just get so much bigger than the Clemson spineless anyway. It's sometimes hard to tell if they're really overgrown or not until you cut into them. As soon as you try to cut into them, you can tell, so I'll just take them home and try them all and whatever. I can't usually go to the chickens. And then I picked those 4 spaghetti squash. Of course, 2 of them are pretty little, but that's fine. So anyway, I've had about enough. It is hotter today than I thought it was going to be, and I'm not particularly enjoying it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded up and we'll take it home and try to put it up somehow. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a few minutes. Hope you're getting lots of tomatoes too. You know, the garden has seasons. I mean, it's kind of a bummer that there aren't any more cucumbers this year, but we've gotten a lot. I mean, even just a few weeks ago I was still getting so many I didn't hardly know what to do with them. So we had a good cucumber year, got lots of pickles, and now they're pretty much done and it's time to move on to other stuff like the tomatoes and okra, and that's okay. Everything has its time. In another couple months we'll get a frost and tomatoes and everything will be done and we'll have greens and squash and things like that. So that's okay. Everything has its time. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. We will see you next time.